this has been a long haul, and culminating today with the governor's endorsement and support of this important legislation. But along the road of the last 2 years and a couple of months, we've had a lot of iterations and a lot of fits and starts to get the bill through. But because we all believe in improving higher education in Ohio, we all stuck with it very passionately. And the Speaker, former President of the Senate, when we started Senate Bill 83, was extremely, extremely supportive and helpful, and very motivating too. Kept saying, let's get this done. And we could not have done it without now Speaker Huffman. And Senate President McCauley, who couldn't be here today, was also extremely supportive when he was Majority Leader, and certainly now with Senate Bill 1 as the Senate President. My good friend and colleague in the House, Tom Young, the other half of the Tom and Jerry show, as our opponents have called us. You have to be a certain age to even know what that means. So the younger folks don't even know what the heck we're talking about here. But he's been working with me in his role as chair of the House Higher Ed Committee for the entire time. Has been just a great colleague. We talk to each other quite frequently at odd hours sometimes, and we could not have accomplished this without Tom's work and his whole committee in the House. And I also want to thank all of my colleagues in the Senate. But where's Josh? Josh. Josh did I don't know if any of you had a chance to watch the floor speeches in the House last week, but Josh was our point man on the floor. And I happened to be there standing in the back listening to all of this because our session finished early. And he just did a phenomenal job and has such credibility to speak to the issues that this bill is looking to deal with. Nobody else could have done that. He's got a great personal story. If you haven't listened to it, find out about it and listen to it, because it's quite compelling. And we're so glad that you were a part of this, Josh, and that you're in the House serving the people of Ohio. I also want to thank my family, who put up with a lot of the time that I was on the phone with Tom, doing the Tom and Jerry show, and a lot of late night phone calls and things, but you have to do those things to get things done. My staff, Kaylee and Richard, and my previous staff, who goes back to the beginning of '83, have been fantastic. They're both from University of Dayton. They point that out frequently. And they think that's the only good college in the state of Ohio, but we've tried to disabuse them of that and give credit to others as well. But they've done a great deal of work. Our comms team, Garth and John and Matt, have been supporting this as well. And our new Lieutenant Governor, who, when he was president of Youngstown State, we had our very first conversations about what we need to do in higher ed to make it better and to improve on it. And as a part of IUC during that time, and even after you left the university, we've had a lot of ongoing conversations. You've been extremely supportive and helpful in your thoughts and your ideas. So thank you for that. And the governor, of course, we've been in touch on this bill for a long time, as it's been. I think you probably don't like it when you just see bills for the first time and you're asked to sign them. We've had an ongoing communication on this. Good. Governor's given us ideas and thoughts, and we've incorporated as many of them as we could. And Melissa, I want to point out Melissa too, here from our caucus staff. She has been a really important resource for us on this bill, and just knows higher ed very, very well. And she also takes calls at odd times and odd days. But again, that's all to get the job done. So I want to thank Giles for helping to set this up and for being our liaison with the governor's office on the bill. And look forward to working with you on the upcoming budget, which will be a small project, I'm sure. But thanks to everybody for all of your help and support on this. I think this is a great day for the state of Ohio and for higher education. Let's enjoy the day, celebrate a little bit, and then we've got to all get back to work. So thank you very much, and thank you, Governor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.